Blue Bloods has been a regular on the CBS lineup since its debut in 2010. The show is about the Reagans, a family of officers going through ups and downs, and these ups and downs have been crazy. Things are quite happening in the romance part of the show. But what about their love lives behind the cameras? The Blue Bloods actors are much better at love in real life. Let's give you a closer look into these famous actors' real-life relationships. First up, Tom Selleck's first and his eternal love for cats.
The new actors, because that's really hard to come on a show where everybody's up to speed. It's like when I did Friends.
Tom Selleck appears to have a thing for cats, not the furry type that we usually see, but the stunning woman who appeared in the 1987 production of Cats. That was the start of the 33-year marriage with Jilly Mack and the beginning of their love story. Shortly after this, they got hitched in a private ceremony and had a daughter called Hannah Selleck. Tom Selleck told AARP in a 2015 interview that she looked quite beautiful in a leotard.
Looked 35 and sounded 15, so that wasn't all working.
From his former relationship with Jacqueline Ray, he also has a son named Kevin Selleck. Frank Reagan, the commissioner of the New York Police Department, played by Tom Selleck, has been a reoccurring character in Blue Bloods. There seems to be very little time for a woman in Frank's life. For example, when the TV wife passes away from cancer before the show even starts, it left a huge hole in the character's heart. But Tom Selleck has always had a great personality life with family members in reality. Since leaving Magnum PI in 1988, the actor got a ranch in Ventura, California as his summer home to escape the spotlight and spend extra time with his family, reported by People. Mack admitted to AARP that she first had mixed feelings about moving from Los Angeles to have a home in Santa Monica Mountains, but her perspective soon evolved. She said that it was wisdom of Tom, and he understood that he needed to restore his spirit by taking his reserved spirit back. Up next, Andy Cohen and his romance with Donnie Wahlberg.
A small business. Fortunately, we're a small business with a couple of guys behind it, me and Mark.
Actor Donnie Wahlberg and the Masked Singer star Jenny McCarthy have a more open connection, unlike his character Danny Reagan's secret marriage in the show. Wahlberg said on Instagram that he met his future wife for the first time on Watch What Happens Life in 2012. Boy banders said that the broadcaster Andy Cohen told actor Mark Wahlberg to appear on the show and ask her out since he felt the two of them would get along well. Wahlberg said that he still didn't do it, yet they eventually reconnected at her talk show, at VH1 at Jenna McCarthy a year later. And the rest is history. The marriage between Wahlberg and Kimberly Faye, a New Kids on the Block member who gained popularity, ended in divorce in 2010. They each have 2 sons. He adopted McCarthy's stepson when he wed her in 2014.
It's a delicate thing. It's a delicate thing to talk about Bostonians on TV unless it's in a completely flattering light. But let me try to explain this.
Fans of Blue Bloods were completely taken aback in season 8 when Danny's wife Linda, played by Amy Carlson, died in a helicopter crash, leaving him grieving and a single father to his 2 sons. Since then, he has struggled to open his heart to anybody else. Donnie Wahlberg's love life is a little less complicated than Danny's, which is a good sign. Moving on to Bridget Moynahan, who is living happily ever after.
Done well for you. Right? All through sports, growing up, with the Marines, I'm sure.
Bridget Moynahan, star of the television series Blue Bloods, has chosen to live a quieter life with NYC businessman Andrew Frankel after her renowned romance with an ex, Tom Brady. In contrast to her fictional role as Aaron Reagan, Moynahan has already found love. People reported that the couple made it official in a charming ceremony at a New York vineyard in 2015. According to the wedding coordinators, the couple was so committed to keeping their wedding a secret that they only disclosed it to a small number of guests. Surprisingly, many of them thought they were attending a Harvest Moon festival. Before the rest of the guests came, Moynahan and Frankel got married, and they all celebrated the wonderful surprise together. Only close family, friends, and relatives, including Moynahan's son, John, 8, from her relationship with Tom Brady, were present before the celebrations. In the drama, Moynahan plays Aaron Reagan, a divorced mother who raises her daughter Nikki alone. Her on-screen romantic ties have taken a back seat, but that doesn't rule out the idea that she may someday have a significant other. And now, the mysterious romantic situation of Will Estes. On Blue Bloods, Will Estes, who plays Jamie Reagan, is a devoted husband to Eddie, played by Vanessa Ray. His present situation surprisingly remains a mystery. His most recent relationship was reportedly in 2020 with Tori DeVito, a star of Chicago Med. In October of 2022, DeVito and Estes started a relationship, according to Instagram persons. The actor also posted a picture that he may or may not have taken with DeVito, but those posts were deleted soon after. So it's still a major mystery as to how they're related. Quite sneaky, right? You might have heard of a few other names that Estes has been linked to. There have been rumors of a romantic spark with Jennifer Love Hewitt and an alleged engagement to Rachel Boston, as reported by Showbiz Pixel, but both of them are not verified, so we don't know how true that is. Will Estes is still unmarried, but he is always jumping into relationships. Moving on to Len Cariou, who dated 2 famous people before getting married.
That's not a fact, that's pure conjecture.
Well, it's just us. Let's call it a fact.
Although Len Cariou has been blissfully happy with the popular actress and talented writer Heather Summerhays since 1986, and the couple is still going strong, Harry Reagan, Frank's father, is also a Blue Bloods widower. When he sat down with Summerhays in 2009 to talk about living at home, she said that after writing, she would run errands, check her email, prepare dinner, and spend time with her husband. Once or twice a week, they'd go out to eat with friends. She said they also loved hosting dinner parties at their house. What you might not be aware of is that Cariou has been romantically involved with two extremely famous movie stars. While they are sharing a set in the Broadway production of Applause, as Lauren Bacall recalls in her book Lauren Bacall by Myself, she and Cariou already had a small situation going. Cariou said, "Well, we became lovers while making the show," which appeared to sum it up pretty well. That is when he was asked in 2020 to share stories of working with her at the time. Also, New York Times said that Cariou also briefly shared a residence with actor Glenn Close in 1982, as everyone already knows. Next up, Abigail Hawke found love with her best friend.
She has very childish adult tantrums, and I'm grateful that I don't have those.
The Blue Bloods actress Abigail Hawke and Detective Abigail Baker both have the same first name, but that's not all they have in common. Both are accomplished ladies who are happily living their lives with partners. The only thing that is known about Baker's husband is that he is a police officer who has previously survived a gunshot. Hawke is still quite expressive about how much she appreciates him and has made several public comments about her first responder hubby Brian Spies.
Teddy Ruxpin commercial, Little Mermaid, I knew all the lyrics within.
She wrote a special Facebook post for his 42nd birthday. In the same post, she left intimate comments about him, like how she referred to him as her closest friend and listed all the qualities she admired in him. That there, guys, sounds like true love. They have 2 boys together and have been married since 2009. Hawke shared a little glimpse into her private life in an appearance with her 3 Boy Stars publications. She said that she's a parent, a wife, a daughter, and has dogs that pee on the floor and eat her shoes, which was her way of describing how regular her family actually was. While sharing intricate details about the relationship she had with her partner, she said that they didn't have a babysitter because she and her husband took care of everything. And now the wedding of Vanessa Ray had a boho flavor. Off-screen as well as in Blue Bloods, Vanessa Ray's character, Officer Eddie Jonko, is happily wed to Officer Jamie Reagan. She has a happy marriage to musician Landon Beard in real life, just like in the show. E said that her wedding was an intimate and relaxed event with an eclectic boho feel. The June 2015 wedding in Paula, California seemed to reflect their fun and laid-back personalities, as fans may have noticed. At the opening ceremony, the guests stirred things up musically by playing tambourines. Later, they ate Mexican food, such as tacos and tamales. Ah, sounds like a dream wedding with the perfect chill and tacos vibe. Even though the proposal wasn't as intimate as the wedding, it was still amazing, she said. Ray told Ola everything about her proposal, and also mentioned how chilly the day Beard proposed actually was. She said that he talked her into taking a walk in the bitter weather to one of their favorite places, Pier 84 on the Hudson River, with the help of Ray's closest friend, actor Kelly Sullivan, who filmed the entire event on camera, hiding. Everything ended up being flawless. If you know any of these actors' real-life partners, tell us who you like the most in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Goodbye!